Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Leo in the month of May 2019. Hello, Leo. What is going on with you? How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. All right, guys, you know the deal. If you've been here before, that's your main spread there. Shuffled off camera to shave time. Sure, shave time. That makes sense. To save time. What I'll do now is just shuffle. I can't talk. I will shuffle for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. You can look for the timestamp in the description box below if you want to jump ahead. It's totally cool with me. I don't blame you. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me, which I am suggesting to everybody that you do as soon as possible, because when June hits, the price for that reading will go up. I'm planning on introducing 2 additional types of readings that I offer to the channel at lower prices to offset the rise in the main, not the main, but I guess the most in-depth reading that I do. But if you want to save money and get the most in-depth reading possible that I offer, I would suggest booking before June, okay? All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get your outcome for May, okay? Show me Leo's outcome in the month of May, please. Give me Leo's outcome in the month of May. Please show me. Wow, I hardly noticed. Like, I didn't feel that, but I heard that drop. Interesting. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. That was weird. I did not feel that, like, fall out, but whatever. All right, let's flip everything over and let's see what's shaking. Oh, my. A lot of reversals, eh? What's all that about? Oh, and your outcome. Oh, boy. All right, Leo, let's figure out what's going on here, shall we? Please show me Leo in May 2019. Please show me where Leo is in May 2019. Please show me. Okay, thank you. So here. Thank you. All right, Leo, coming into May, you come in with the Ace of Swords in reverse. I'll show you this card upright so you can get used to this deck. All right, so, well, are you lying? Are you lying? You know, I'm not really actually feeling that I'm being facetious. I mean, some of you obviously could be lying or being sort of misguiding with your words or misguiding with your perception, or how people are perceiving you is misguided. Like, you're giving people misinformation, or you're giving people, thank you, the wrong impression of you. Something like that. But other than that, I'm feeling like you could be going through a time right now where the truth of the matter is eluding you. Something that you want to express, you're not able to express. Something that you want to be expressed to you, to be said to you, to be clarified to you, is not being clarified. There is some type of blockage, some type of holdup, some type of inability to get truth and clarity and sort of clear the air, or have things be known, and kind of, again, like, no chance to misinterpret anything. That is just like, there's a lot of clouds around you, basically. There's a lot of traffic, is what I'm getting. Interference, thank you, that's the word. Or static, okay? So that can apply in all kinds of ways, right? And whatever you want to go out, as far as your message, as far as your statement, as far as your truth, your clarity, your clearing of the air, it's not being received on the other end. And if you want something to come towards you, or and you're waiting for something to come towards you, or you're waiting for clarity, you're waiting for some type of information to come into you, so it's not coming. And for now, it feels like a delay and or a like specific type of block. What do I mean? So a delay, meaning throughout the passage of time, it'll eventually clear up, and that traffic will, you know, ease up, and you'll be able to proceed forward, or whatever needs to come towards you will come towards you. So that's the passage of time part. What did I say? The other part was, oh shit, I forgot it that quickly. Passage of time. I don't remember what I just said, therefore it's not important. So I'll try and go back a second ago. This is fun, you know. As I grow as a reader, more shit drops out of my head. It's amazing. I think it's because I've become more like normalized and comfortable with giving readings that I just, you know, it's like 90% is a channel. Anyway, so yeah, in time, these gateways or these passageways of communication and intention will ease up and you'll be able to proceed forward, or something will be able to, like I said, come towards you. For now, though, I think you're kind of like, disappointed, frustrated, angry, disheartened, sad. Some of you are just like, well, fuck it. You know, there's like, who cares? You know, like you're giving up. So there's this tinge or this like residual like annoyance and dissatisfaction with this block. Okay. And because as a Leo, you want to be proactive, you want to be on top of things, you want things to progress. Like a Leo is a fixed sign, but a Leo is also active, and a Leo also wants things to kind of, like if there's ever a problem, Leo wants it cleaned up as soon as possible. Leo does not want to hang on to drama for the sake of anything, really. Like other people's drama, you know, gossiping and stuff like that, fine. But drama that affects Leo directly, oh no, it's got to be cleared up like today. So I feel that you want to act, but you cannot act. And when Leo is prevented from taking action, it's a very sore spot. It becomes a very sore spot for you. And, you know, you'll react to it however your disposition is. Some of you get sad about it. Some of you get mad about it. It's going to be different for everybody. So we're in a holding pattern almost, or you've hit a wall that's truly a brick wall, and you can't leap over it. You can't dig a hole under it. You can't blow it up. Like this is some impenetrable stuff, and you don't really know what to do. Like some of you are just like, not that you always get your way and not that it's about your ego, but you're used to at some point being able to find a crack in the wall, a faulty part in the wall, which will allow you to move past the barrier. Not in like a creepy, you know, I'm just going to do what I want to do and you're so full of yourself. No, it's like literally to address a situation, to find a solution to a problem, to bury a hatchet, to finalize something, whatever your motivation is. That's what you want. It's not about invading. It's not about, you know, breaking the rules or violating people's boundaries or anything like that. It really is about, this is stupid. This wall is stupid. I don't like this wall. Why is this wall here? Let me find the crack in the wall. Let me find the door. Let me go ahead and bury my way under it, or burrow my way under it. And you can't do any of that. So you're just like, this wall is like no other you've ever experienced. So you're kind of befuddled. You're kind of confused, or you're kind of, like I said, frustrated, angry, sad, whatever, with this blockage in your communication, in your thoughts. You know, some of you are having trouble expressing yourself. You're going through some type of upheaval within your own mind. You don't, like, you might be dissatisfied in your work and you want to leave, but you don't know how to get up the gumption to begin to look for a job and all this other kind of stuff. You know, something like that. And you feel tied to an immovable force or an immovable object. And like I said, disappointed. So yeah, I think you're having a little bit of a mirror, because, you know, they give me what I want. I love symmetry. I love like geometric shapes and stuff. So they gave me this corner here in reverse and this in the upright. So I think we're going to address what's been going on, and I think we're going to address, yeah, thank you. Okay. So what's going on here is you really, really, really are tired of this. Okay, 5 of Swords in reverse. Show you this upright. So for some of you Leos, you've experienced this detachment. You've experienced some type of dissonance, okay? Disagreement, avoidance, or escape. And I feel most of you, it's been done to you. A few of you, you've done it to someone else, or you've run away from a problem, or you're ignoring a problem. You're kind of sweeping things under the rug. You're actively doing it, or you did it at some time previous to now. But others, I'm going to say like probably 60 to 70% of Leos out there is probably, or excuse me, have probably been the receiver of this energy, this Five of Swords energy, where, I mean, take a look at it in the upright just so you can become aware. Like, who the hell is that Carmen Sandiego? And all of a sudden she's in the business of stealing swords around here. So there's this idea of you believed you had something, possessed something, were working towards something, and then boom, out of nowhere, from your perspective, something came in and swept it all away from you, took it all away from you, you know, like Carmen Sandiego would, you know. I mean, if you've seen the TV shows, the game shows, or played any of the video games, you kind of know her motif. She goes in the cover of night, or one of her lackeys goes in and sneakily steals shit. Now, the Seven of Swords is usually thought of as the thief card, and I'm gonna leave that there because I don't think that necessarily you guys were robbed of anything, but I feel you feel held back or deprived of something. So not that you ever possessed anything, you know, money, material possessions or anything like that, and someone took it from you. It could be that, but I'm not feeling that. I'm really more feeling you felt you had maybe, you were traction. You had traction. You were walking down a road or something like that, and you were moving towards a certain goal. You were moving towards a certain maybe understanding with a person, a connection with a person, and then boom, here comes that wall. And you're like, but why? What? What? And you can't really fathom it. Now, the bigger part, and I'll show you this card again, of the Five of Swords is there are two people here, right? So the majority of you, regardless of whether you were the perpetrator or it happened to you, it involves another person. And with the Five of Swords, we talk about someone who, in vain, because of pride, because of ego, because of wanting to win, or not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to disclose, not wanting to be involved for whatever reason, somebody creates a fuss or creates a situation that is insurmountable. Well, I shouldn't say insurmountable. It's not that it's insurmountable. It's a total curveball. It's like a monkey wrench. Like somebody just like tosses a monkey wrench straight into the heart and center of some big contraption, some huge machine in the factory. And then like the factory has to close down for 5 days because, you know, you see what I mean? It's like, for what reason, you don't know, or you do know if you're the perpetrator, you know. But I feel most of you, again, because it hasn't, you didn't do it, this happened to you. For most of you Leos, you don't know why this happened. And you're looking at the results of what has happened, and you're just like, well, son of a bitch, what am I supposed to do with this? Or what, you know, you're really confused. You're really, really, really confused. And like I said, you want to push past that wall. You want to rush into the factory, find what's going on mechanically and fix it. Like there is this fix it. Let me get in there and kind of show who I am and provide a solution. But I'm here to tell you, Leo, you are not supposed to, and or you cannot. Your best efforts are null and void, basically, okay? Because you have this star card in reverse. Major Arcana card for Aquarius, so you might be dealing with an Aquarius, but you know the rules, you don't have to be, it's just the sign associated with the card. So in reverse. So when we have the star in reverse, it shows a lack of effectiveness, a lack of healed or proper perspective of balance, and whatever good intentions you have or anyone else has, like I said, null and void. They fall on deaf ears. They're not received. It's like whatever wishfulness, whatever hopefulness that you hold in the situation, it's not going anywhere. Because again, this is like a stake in the ground. That Ace of Swords in reverse is just like, or like that brick wall. And so maybe your intention, Leo, like I said, is to fix the situation. Go in, offer somebody support. Go in, say, hey, I am an engineer. I know how to fix these machines. And, you know, you're just not allowed access to the factory. Whatever you feel you can do or should do, either way you think of it, in this situation to rectify it, to fix it, to heal it, to make it better, kiss the boo-boo. You're not allowed. And it's really coming in as not allowed. You're not allowed. Especially with that star card having this divine overtone to it. Okay, so from the higher ups, okay, so to speak, it's not your business. It's not your place. It's not your purview. This is not your district. You have no authority here, Leo. And that really hurts Leo. Not so much the ego part of Leo, but that really hurts Leo because, again, Leo sees this wall. Leo has seen 100 walls in their lives, okay? Oh, this is another wall? You leap over the wall. You know, that was when you were 15 years old and you leapt over a wall that came up in your life. When you were 26, you burrowed under. When you were 32, oh, you got some C4, you blew a hole in it, and you walked through the wall. Like, you are used to shattering barriers. Again, not like in some aggressive, let me in, you know, like big bad wolf kind of thing. You do it when you know you have a chance of rectifying the situation or, you know, making amends or, you know, finding a proper solution. This is one of the first, for some of you, this is probably one of the first times you've met a wall that you can't conquer. And you're like, what? I can't? There's the ego. I can't? You know, Leo is definitely a I sure as hell can type of sign. So now you've been met with a wall that you literally cannot surpass. You literally cannot go past it. And you are confused and frustrated and at a loss. And that's kind of the point. Because one, it's not your wall. It doesn't belong to you. Like, you didn't put it there. Someone else put it there. So they have to do something about it. Or it's a wall that you're meant to walk away from. And that's going to suck for some of you. Not all of you. Some of you are just like, fine, I'll walk away. I don't give a shit. You're just like, I got better shit I got to do with my life, you know? For some of you, it's like stings you. Again, some of this is ego, like the, oh, tell me I can't, and then you feel that you can't. But this part is not ego. This stings like because you were really back here, and a little bit with that Ace of Swords, really invested in something. Really looking forward to whatever progress you were making, really looking forward to whatever connections you were making. You felt confident, you felt very inspired, etc., etc., etc. You were basically on a high, like on cloud 9, yeah? And so now that cloud has disappeared and you fall into the ground and you're like, oh, there's a wall here now? You're like, but I was just on a cloud like 2 seconds ago. And you're like, okay, well, let me go ahead and break through this wall so I can get back to my cloud, and there's no chance. It's not your duty. It's not in your capabilities right now. I don't think it's really not you, if I'm honest. You know? And so what do? Sit there and sulk about it? Or like some of the other Leos, get your senses together and say, well, all right, I guess I'm going to walk away now. And you do that. I think regardless of when and where you do that, your purpose, Leo, is to walk away from the wall. No matter when or where you come to that decision, that is what you need to do. I'm getting like the sense of this was a lot of external throwing or pushing out of your energy, almost to a fault. So you need to rein that in. See, that's okay, thank you. Because the star in reverse requires more healing, requires more self-care, requires us to go into an internal space and kind of warm the hearth. Thank you. Like they're showing me like somebody putting like logs on a fire, like in like an old like colonial shack or something like that. That's so random. Anyway, that's what they're showing me. And so there's this idea of don't let the fire die down, aka don't dissipate your energy, don't tap your reserves, don't run your well dry trying to defeat this wall or break through this wall or find a way over the wall when it's not your business. You're not supposed to, so walk away. Okay? Now, this other shit. Okay. All right, so if you walk away, well, this is interesting because all this is just like a totally different story. I mean, I think it's still relative to this, but I think it's a totally different story. There you go. You flex. You get your flex back. Got it. And that's interesting. I think, yes. Thank you. All right. So once you decide to walk away from the wall, to put it out of your mind, to stop putting effort towards it, whatever, you get back to this I conflated magician and musician. So some of you get back to your creative juices. You get back to doing your interesting melding stage performance of magician work and musician work. I don't know. Maybe some of you are doing that. But anyway, the magician card, major arcana, or excuse me, secondary major arcana for Gemini and Virgo. One of those signs might be important to you, but they don't have to be. But it's really getting back into the kitchen. I mean, she's literally in the kitchen and she's literally baking up cookies. Okay. So some of you are getting back into your work, getting back into a creative space, getting back into, like I was saying up here about that star in reverse. What do I need to create in my life? Like, okay, so I can't get over that wall. Fine. You toss the wall aside, you put a pin in it, you walk away, whatever you do. And you're like, all right, now that my fire is going again, I've thrown some logs back on my fire and I got a big fire going now. What am I going to do with this energy? So here we are deciding what we're going to do with that energy. How am I going to dedicate myself from here on out? I gave a lot of my energy towards the wall, towards the person who was on the other side of the wall, towards the situation or circumstances on the other side of the wall. Now that I have myself back in control and I have only me, number one. Oh, that makes sense. Numero uno. Okay, that's the number of the magician card. I'm looking out for me first. I'm putting myself at the top of the list. Making myself a priority. So what am I going to do? Now, the magician is it signals in that you have the potential and the power and the know-how, or like I said, the potential to manifest. Some of you are active in this already. You know what you're doing. You're doing your affirmations. You're doing whatever you do. You might make vision boards, or you might journal. You might, you might work with crystals. You might work with Reiki, whatever. Whatever way you manifest, some of you already know, and you're on top of that. You're just like, I've been working on that, Jay. You ain't telling me nothing I ain't known before. Some of you, you're coming into this. That blockage, that wall, challenged you. And in order to let it go or get over it, you begin to think, okay, so in order for me not to think about that wall, that situation, that impenetrable object, how can I change my mindset? You start to manifest, and you might not know like you're doing it, and I think we all have different concepts of manifesting. For me, one of the basic ways to manifest is the law of attraction. What you're thinking, what you consciously and subconsciously think about comes about. Yeah. So a lot of it comes into not micromanaging, because I don't think you need, some people say you need to like micromanage your thoughts. Like you really, every time you have a negative thought, you need to quickly change it. I'm not necessarily a part of that train. But for me, the basics or the foundation of any manifestation work is the law of attraction. So some of you, you're just starting to watch tarot readings. You're looking up things on Google. You're talking to your one friend who, always smells like incense and has like tea tree oil in their bag 24/7, and you're getting to know what this whole game of manifestation is about. Others of you, you're seasoned at this, you know what this is, and you're just going to but you're just going to be about the business of manifestation. The other part of this is, again, I'm feeling heavily like a creative flair for some of you. Something in the kitchen, something in the music studio, something in the art studio, something you're just at home on your couch journaling away, writing down ideas for podcasts, writing down ideas for, maybe some of you are into fashion, so you're sketching outlines, things like this. Whatever you're doing to divert your energy of creation, there it is. It's the energy of creation that you're trying to cultivate. You want to create something new, and somehow that is the answer to this. You were wanting to do that here. with the wall, with the person behind the wall, the situation behind the wall. You were like, oh, something new. I can throw my creative energy towards it. I can begin to cultivate and lay the foundation and groundwork for something new. Then it stopped. For whatever damn reason it stopped. You don't know. You're not supposed to know. It's none of your business anyway. So now it's stopped. And now you're like, my great idea that I was trying to work out with someone else or whatever situation that was is now gone. It's no longer here. It's no longer viable. It's not available. So now you're just like, you're left with, like, you're carrying in your arms a sack of creativity, a pot of just like your most creative ideas that you were willing to either give over to someone else or, put elsewhere. You now have to bring that back towards you and deal with it yourself. Like, that was a kind of a diatribe, or not a diatribe, that was kind of a rant there, that was kind of a tangent, but I hope you get what I mean. So now that you rein it in and you pour that creative energy into yourself, you become interested in how I'm going to create new shit for me. Primary, numero uno, priority number one, Leo is at the top of the list. Now that you're at the top of the list, you come on home. Strength card. Your card, Leo. Okay? Major Arcana for Leo. Might be another Leo that you're dealing with, but this is regardless of who. This is you. Obviously. And you're flexing on them. Whatever ideas you have, you're putting pen to paper, you're putting your fingers down on that keyboard, 100 miles an hour, typing up scripts, getting ideas down for your next novel, whatever. Even if it's not creative in the creative arts or anything, you could be creative in how you approach your job. Maybe you're a teacher and you're like, oh, bitch, I got a new idea for a lesson plan on how to teach Jane Eyre. And you're like, whatever it is, you come back into this ownership and this recognition of how powerful you are. With this in tandem with the strength card, power to the 9th degree, okay? And you're in control. The thing about the strength card is it's very powerful. It's incredibly powerful, but it's controlled. Much like that woman sitting on top of that lion in the natural habitat would tear this little not frail, but this very thin, very svelte, okay, lady to shreds easily. But she's sitting on top of that lion. She has the control. She has the power. You have the power, Leo. You're in control. And it's really, not that I've ever really run a detection meter on Leo's ego and when I do Leo readings, but the ego here is very low. That's a thing that Leos are stereotyped as having. Huge, humongous, gargantuan egos, right? Sometimes. Okay, let's all be honest here. Sometimes. But most of the time, it's an ego that's in check. Much like how this woman has to keep that lion in check. Keep that urge for him to ravage her body. Shred her meat, or shred her flesh from the bone. She keeps that in check. So the same thing is happening here, Leo. As much as you're feeling yourself, as much as your creative juices are flowing, as much as you're so excited to be reinvested and reinvigorated with whatever ideas and tenacity that you have, you're actually pretty calm about it. Again, she's just sitting there chilling, as if that lion was a lawn chair, as if she was sitting on a beach in Maui. Broad, you're sitting on a wild beast, but she's not acting like she is, okay? So if you're sitting on a wonderful idea, you're biding your time. You're fleshing the idea out. You're getting it to, not a stage of perfection, because that's very, I don't know that anything is ever perfect, right? But you're tempered and you're very in control as you move along, as you make progress, yeah? You might be bursting at the seams with just this excitement, but it's controlled. And I think it's because maybe you're anticipating, there we go. I think you're anticipating the payoff. So if you're writing a novel, if you're changing your lesson plan for your students, you're just like, oh, they are going to love this. They have been sleeping, you know, I mean, we're up here where I am, we're headed towards the end of the year. So this is probably something that you'll implement maybe if you teach over summer courses, or you're not going to implement this until fall. So that would be a reason why you have to kind of pull yourself back. It's like, okay, come fall semester, you guys don't even know what's going to hit you. You will love Charlotte Bronte, okay? So you're very excited about whatever it is you're about to invest in, whatever you're about to create, or, you know, kind of put a new spin on. You're just like, yes, 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 I'm excited. New shit is coming down the pipe, and it's all coming up Leo. It's all coming up in my favor. You know why? Because I'm manifesting it. And I have the strength and the fortitude and the know-how and the control to make it happen, to make it a success. People might doubt me. I might doubt myself, but that's temporary. That's temporary. Okay? So what you manifest, what you go for, or I think this is mostly what you're manifesting. 4 of Wands. Wow. Nice. Stable, secure, fun. Like, look at this. I like this depiction of the 4 of Wands because, you know, in the traditional tarot decks, the Rider-Waite deck especially, it shows like 2 people underneath these 4 posts, and they're holding hands. And we get this idea of like marriage and commitment or long-term partner stability. And that could be here since we have these 2 women stomping grapes. That could be there. These 2 women could, you know, be entrepreneurs, starting up a winery, something like that. But I think it's more speaking to the joy that stability brings. The joy, that the partnership brings. It's not about the partnership. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is I feel in the traditional tarot, we get this emphasis on the partnership first. The emphasis on the connection first. I feel the emphasis for you, Leo, is regardless of whether you gain partnership with anybody in any realm, love, business, family, whatever, is regardless. The focal point for you, Leo, is the joy, is the contentment, is the feeling of exhilaration as you work. Like, these women aren't stomping these grapes just cause. This is a business, bro. I'm stomping these grapes so we can bottle the next batch. I'm out here trying to make money while giving people the joy of libations. You see what I mean? So as you work, as you toil, as you pour your heart and soul into your creative projects, and make a profit in some cases, that's all well and good. But the joy of connection, the joy of sharing a smile or some type of affection with someone is more the name of the game. Does that make sense? Because over here we have a lot of chilly energy, a lot of blues, purples, dark blues, right? Some gray. Here we've got, coming out of that, a little less gray, we warm up to some kind of browns or tans or neutral beige kind of colors. Then we get very vibrant up here with these 2 cards, with the Strength and the 4 of Wands. So you're coming out of a doldrum, ho-hum, Eeyore, you know, very like sad state of mind, state of being, to a more active, a more vibrant and joyful place, okay? Good progress requires you to walk away when you don't want to. You damn well, most of you don't want to walk away. Some of you, you're just like, bitch, I walked away like the moment that wall went up. So some of you are well versed with the walking away. But once you walk away, you let it go, you realize it's not your problem, it belongs to someone else, or it's just, you know, maybe, you know, I don't necessarily subscribe to this fully, or it's a concept that I'm still working on to understand for myself. But there's like this idea that's when, what do they say? What's the cliche phrase? The phrase is, oh, the rejection is God's protection, something like that. Something like that. Or, you know, you can plug in different phrases there. But the sentiment is, when you are blocked from something, don't view it as a rejection, or don't view it as a missed opportunity. Sometimes those missed opportunities are a godsend. And I struggle with that because especially when it involves other people. It's like, no, well, maybe, but I don't know. And I personally, I'm just like, ah. But some of you might really resonate with that message. Some of you might really resonate with that concept. And that might be sort of like be the missing thought, the missing part of reference that will make you go, you know what? I don't need it, you know? So I hope that makes sense to somebody out there. Now, outcome for May, 10 of Wands. So that makes sense, especially for those, oh, look at that. And she's like a little nerdy lady studying hard under that lamp, right? So remember, for some of you who are out there as teachers or people who are active in youth programs, or maybe you're a stage director and you have a debut of an original play in the fall. So this makes sense for me. Some of you are hitting the books hard. You're writing, you're studying, you're designing, and it's just going to be hard work. 10 of Wands is about work, 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 work. And I didn't say it like Rihanna because I really don't like her. But anyway, sorry. But it's showing that there's more work to do, and the payoff or the time to let go of that burden is down the line. Like, I feel like this is somebody, like, I'm getting the visual of somebody like cramming for like a big test. So maybe some of you are studying for your LSAT or your MCATs or your SATs or something like that, and you won't be tested until the fall, or maybe in the summer, or maybe in June or July. I don't know. So there's this idea of having to keep pushing forward, having to still carry a burden, having to still, you know, put in your efforts, and you might not want to, you might be tired, you might be distracted or wanting a distraction, but you know that you have to put in these hours now so that you can reap the benefits later. So for many of you, it's just this continued pushing on with the work, okay? Others of you, it's almost time to let the work go. This is for a smaller group. This is like 20% who are like, you know what? I've put in a lot of work, not towards this wall. We just don't think about the wall. Think about you, your creative up and coming thing that you're working on, okay? Some of you have been working on that. Like, that's probably for the group that saw the wall the first time or the first day, and you were like, I can't get over this wall, I can't do anything about it. Oh, I'm done. And then you walked off. So this very, very proactive group of Leos. So that very, very proactive group, which is smaller, you guys are ending a point with the 10 of Wands, where you're ready to publish the book. You're in the last edit session with your editor, right? You're ready to present your idea to your supervisors at work. You're ready to do whatever. You are ready to let go of and show what all your hard work has led up to, okay? What have you been able to produce? What did you manifest as you got back into your Leo into your Leo garb? Your I'm on a safari and I own this lion, bitch. Like, when you got back into that mode, you were able to produce, and now I'm ready to show what I made, you know? So for the bigger group that you're still pushing, realize it's going to be a grind. It's not going to come easy. You already know that you're working your best effort. You're putting in your best ideas, so be confident in that. I feel that there might be a struggle, much like somebody, cramming late at night, drinking 15 Red Bulls, having a 5-hour energy, and a twitching eye would be like, you know what? I think I'm going crazy because I'm studying so hard or I'm working so hard. I might be giving myself a heart attack. I won't even make it to the damn test. I won't even make it to the pitch meeting. Relax, okay? Don't work all the time. Don't work 24/7. Don't push yourself to the point of exhaustion. Take breaks. Keep a wide perspective. Remember the end goal. So for some, there's going to be a struggle. There's going to be moments where you're going to want to quit. You're going to want to back out. And it's just like, no, man. You put in too much work to just let it go. Keep pushing, okay? Overall energy, hello. Queen of Coins or Queen of Pentacles, whatever you want to say. Isn't that special? Why am I saying it like that? Because, oh, it's like the church lady from SNL back in the 90s. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So some of you might have one of those signs as significant in your life, but you don't have to. For you as an overall energy, I mean, this, for some of you, could be the person that put this wall up. It could be the person that caused the interference, okay? Ooh, is that it? For some of you, like, where this is a work situation, or, like, remember, I think I said something about some of you want to quit a job, but you don't know how, and you don't see, like, an end, like a way to get out or something like that. Maybe this is your boss. Maybe this is your boss. Like, maybe you've been like, okay, as soon as I'm done this one project at work, as soon as I'm done dealing with this one client, I'm just going to give my 2 weeks and that's it. And then all of a sudden, here comes your boss. So I'm going to need you to work over, like, from Office Space. So we're going to need you to come in on Saturday. And you're like, what? So it's like this person put more work on your desk just as you finished, you know, getting to the bottom of the pile of work. Here comes another stack. You see what I mean? Or in terms of communication, in terms of a relationship, regardless of what type, business, romantic, family, I don't care. This person ran some interference. Ooh, this person doesn't like you, Leo. Let me rephrase that. They don't like the idea of you. God damn, I think that might be worse. Because for me, I'm like, if you don't like me, okay, fine. You know who I am. But the idea of you, the idea of me, you don't even know me. You just have you have like an outline. You have a sketch of who I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So the idea of you, the essence, like whatever this person knows about you is secondhand, third hand. Maybe just through social media. They know you through social media. They've never met you a day in your life, but they don't like you. And in many cases, not all, this person threw up that wall or encouraged that wall to be built. Okay? So, enemy is what I'm getting. Enemy. Some cases, they might know you like the boss. So, frenemy. Okay? They know you want to quit. They know you're looking for a better job or better opportunities. Guess what? I'm going to give you more work, Leo. You can't leave. If I assign you as point person on a project, you can't leave. So there's a manipulation, thank you, with this person. Bitch. Just this person, in some ways, is quite a bitch. Regardless, male or female, no gender here, but damn, like manipulation. Pettiness in some cases. All right, what if it's not someone else? Let's see if this is possible in another way. Because, I mean, okay, before I move on to that, like, look at these eyes. Not very nice looking. Kind of has like a, like an evil witch kind of look to her in those eyes, right? Oop. So, she has this person, based on the illustration, has the trappings of someone who's successful, looks well-to-do. Nobody would suspect that she's an evil witch. Like, I forget what movie that is. But there's like one movie where the whole time, I mean, many movies are like this. The whole time you think the person is a good person. You think they're fighting for the side of justice. And it turns out, oh no, a double cross. Or, oh no, they were the villain the whole time. They were playing everybody. This is what this is. Okay. So, all right, let's get out of that. Let's see if this is anybody else. Is this any other thing? Okay. This is still about that person, but it gives me more context because this applies to you too, Leo, in the sense of this is where you're going. You will ascend to, you will become the queen of coins, a person of importance, a person of success, a person of admiration, a person with stability, with money in the bank, with, a wonderful wardrobe and you're taken care of in the 3D physical sense. Yeah? That goal of yours, or that pathway of yours, that trajectory which you are walking, even if this person doesn't know it, they don't like it. It's a weird, like, psychic potential connection you have with this person where you're moving towards their throne. Maybe not their exact throne. In the case of the boss, maybe the boss sees you and is like, damn, Leo knows how to do this job better than I do. I better sabotage them. Okay? If it's not that, they get this sense, ooh, some of them, like, they get the sense that if you were to continue past this wall, you would replace them. And they put that wall up quick. Or they encourage someone else to put that wall up quick. Okay? I could go on and on. I've already done too much, said too much, so we're going to have to stop it there. But Leo, that is the reading for May. Holy hell, what is this? If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to comment, let me know how it resonated for you, how it connects into your life. I love to read that stuff. And if you want to share this video across your social media platforms, that would be amazing. And of course, if you're not subscribed already, Leo, or anybody else who might be watching, there might be a cross watcher or two out there. Hello. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. You know, hit the notification bell. Keeps you on top of when I upload. Lets you know when I'm putting my work out. And of course, all that stuff lets me and YouTube know that you're having a good time around here, okay? Leo, I will be back in a few weeks. I guess 2 weeks. If I was really diligent, it would be 2 weeks. And I'm going to bring you the mid-May readings, and then of course towards the end of the month of May, we're going to get our June readings on. Okay? And I'm probably going to do a random, but I just haven't been inspired with the randoms. I want to be inspired to do it. So if you're subscribed, though, you're going to see all that. So yeah. All right, Leo. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much. Take care. Bye.